The North Central men's basketball team turned the page when the calendar turned to 2011, and they continue to pack wins together into February. They're now a conference tournament team, but do they have what it takes to get to the next stage? You can find out right here. The Cardinal Report starts right now. Welcome to the program. I'm Alex Simmons. This week we're joined by the Cardinal men's basketball team and head coach Todd Raridon. Coach, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, you guys just keep stacking the CCIW victories. Last night against North Park, it was the three-point shooting that was really the major weapon.
Well, it was. We've relied a little bit here lately on our inside game, and last night North Park took away our inside game. They did a great job of double and triple teaming inside. So, it was nice to see our outside game step up and make plays.
And really, it's, talking to Kevin Gillespie, who kind of went nuts last night. He was talking about how, just finally did our jobs, just knocking down the shots.
Well, and he had open shots of it, but if you're double, triple teaming inside, you should have open shots. And last night, those guys stepped up and made plays, and that's what it takes, for victories. You have to have the inside, outside, and last night our outside game was there.
Another key stat for the Cardinals, the free throw line, not only you guys getting there 26 times, but you knocked down 21 of them, something that really hadn't been a strength really for you guys the last couple weeks.
Well, it's been our Achilles heel, so to speak, and it was nice to see that our kids stepped up last night and made plays, which is the difference in the game, us making the free throws, and they're a vital part of the game, and that's something that, you worry as a coach because you work on them every day, but it's just frustrating that you can go into a game and sometimes just, it's just like the basket, it just all of a sudden has gotten smaller on them and they can't make them. So, and it's contagious. I mean, once you start missing, it seems like everybody is, but once you start making them, it seems like everybody starts making them.
Definitely. Well, the victory over the Vikings made it 4 straight for the Cardinals. Let's go to the highlight. Kevin Gillespie and the Cardinals are looking to keep the winning spirit alive. North Park's Emmanuel Crosby hoping to squash that feeling. The Cardinals pound the inside early. First, Brian Evans takes the landing gamble feed and lays it in. Then Jack Burchett puts in another close one for a 4-2 lead. Then the other Cardinal freshman big man Gamble makes it 6 in a row, and the foul, all a part of an 8-0 run. But the Vikings fire back. Kendall Greer knocks down the corner triple to tie it. Sean Collins keeps the trace coming. This one made it 19-18 Vikings. Collins utilizes the pump fake a second time to convert from the wing. Vikings trailed by 3 going into the locker room. Coming out of the intermission, Todd Raridon not too happy with his team's effort, and Kevin Gillespie comes to the rescue. Jack Burchett finds him on the near side wing for a quick triple. Then Gamble feeds Gillespie's hot hand to put the Cards up 5. The barrage continues from nearly the same spot as the first, NCC up 6. Now with the shot clock running down, Gillespie throws up a prayer, and it is answered. He had 14 in the second half. Cardinals make it 4 straight. Coach Kevin Gillespie with a game-high 19 points last night. He told us that you got on him a little bit at halftime, and, once they started committing on defense, he poured in 14 points in the second half.
Well, Kevin, defensively, I didn't feel like he was giving us his best effort. And sometimes that, I don't know about getting on him, but I just encouraged him to play a little better defense and not worry about his offense. I thought he played, for the most part, defensively the second half much better, and I think that helped his offense as well. And, like I said, he had some open looks and knocked him down, and he had a couple tough shots where, with the shot clock running down, that he actually hit a couple shots. So, it's something that, from a point guard standpoint, we don't really ask our point guard to score a lot of points, but Kevin is really probably more of a true off guard for us that's been delegated to the point guard position. Has done a great job for us, and last night he had a great game.
For sure, he's one of the veteran guys, but some of your young guys in the post, Landon Gamble, Jack Burchett, those guys not only putting in some points, but also doing a lot of the dirty work.
Well, they are, and they're covering some very, very good players in the CCIW right now as far as post players are concerned, and they're getting their feet wet, and it's nice. when you have two freshmen that can step up and make plays inside at both ends of the floor. And it just the nice thing is, they're just going to continue to get better and better, and they have a huge upside.
And you kind of beat me to it a little bit there. These two guys as freshmen, have started 10-plus games in this league. How important for that is that for their development down the road as players?
Well, I think it's huge because of the toughness of the CCIW. I mean, and especially inside. I mean, they're going against some of the better players in the area as far as the Midwest is concerned, and possibly nationally as far as inside players. So, they've done a good job, and I've been proud of the way they've come along and made the progress. Early in the season, we were not sure where we were. We knew we had some good players inside, but it was a matter of a rotation, and we've kind of gone to maybe more of a 2-3-man rotation, and it seems to have helped.
Definitely. Well, last night's victory at Gregory Arena marked not only 4 straight for the Cardinals, but it clinched the CCIW tournament berth. Cardinal players have one more goal when it comes to the postseason. That's the subject of this week's What's the Word?
We have the mindset of all of our last 4 games are winnable, and the coaches have let us know that, and if we can win out, we give ourselves a chance to host the tournament, and so it's all going to start Saturday with Carthage, who's a very good team, and we got great players, and we have to shut them down like we did early in the season, first game.
Yeah, we're still thinking we're going to host it here. We went out. I like our odds of getting it here. If we're going to beat Augie here, and if we can do that, that'd be great. Obviously, we play a lot better here and shoot a lot better here. This is a big win. We were afraid of North Park. They got that transfer came in, and we were afraid of them. And athletic, good team, and to get a win out of this situation is good. We're rolling now. We're trying to play Carthage here and see where we can go.
Kevin and I, we got a lot of playing time last year. And even the freshmen now have, you consider them upperclassmen, I guess, because they've played every game since the beginning of the year, and they've had to learn what it takes to win and win in this conference. So, we got a good mix of young guys that know what it takes to get everything done.
Coach, you guys missed out on the conference tournament last season. How much were you able to point to that as a goal coming into this season and kind of something attainable to point forward as the season's moved along?
Well, I think, Alex, that every year our goal is to win the conference, and last year we were disappointed that we did not make it. We had some injuries and then we had, we just didn't have the inside game that we needed. That's something that, from a recruiting standpoint, that I think our coaches worked very hard to bring in some big kids, and we've accomplished that, and that's helped in our wins and losses as far as the conference is concerned. Now it's just a matter of staying focused. We have 4 games left. You can't look past the first one to get to the second one, and because in this league, whether you're playing at home or whether you're playing on the road, it's tough. Last night's game was not easy. North Park's, to me, is a very talented team that, it was a dogfight. It was two heavyweights just going at it. It may not have been pretty, but that's just the way this league is. There's some games that you can win pretty and some you can't, but, sometimes you just have to grind the wins out, and I think that same thing is going to hold true the rest of the 4 games, and with Carthage coming in Saturday, we can't look past them and look for our game on Monday.
And you talk about those last 4 games, 3 or 4 of them at home. It's a gauntlet of sorts, but I imagine having them in Gregory Arena for the second round definitely eases things just a little bit.
Well, it's always nice to play at home because the kids stay in their same routine as far as classes are concerned, and they're eating properly and so forth. But, it just they have to stay focused. Our goal is still to win the conference, and we still have that, it's still obtainable. And that way, we get the conference tournament at our place, which is huge. But, we can't worry about that. We have to stay focused on Carthage at this point.
How do you keep these guys focused with that one game at a time mentality when you do have, as many big games down the road here? How do you keep them focused on 3 days ahead, 2 days ahead?
Well, I'm not sure. You don't talk about the future. You just try to prepare. We've pretty much, and I think the players would tell you that we pretty much prepare the same way every game We go through what they're doing offensively and some of the things they're going to do defensively, and really try to hammer in 2 days of practice is what we have for each team, and just try to prepare for each team that way. And so far it's worked. I mean, I haven't changed my practice plan probably in years, and maybe I should, but at this point, you know, when most coaches and players and athletes in all athletics are fairly superstitious, and so we're kind of staying with what we have right now because it's working.
What's one or two facets this team needs to improve on going into these last 4 games?
Well, I think our overall defense. I mean, I think our team defense, it needs to continue to improve for us to get to where we want to go, and we work on it daily. I think it's gotten better, but I still think as a coach that we can still be better than what we are, because we're going to need our defense. I mean, there are going to be nights where, you know, you talked about Kevin earlier. I mean, that shot's not coming from the outside, and we can't get the ball inside. So defensively, we're going to have to get stops to where we can get baskets in transitions and get easy baskets in transition. And so that's something that we really need to stay focused on, is our defense.
Well, we're rooting for you down the stretch.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, stick around. Coach and I will be joined by 2 sensational Cardinal rookies just after this short break.